Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? Am I kind of quiet? I think I am. Did it turn my volume down again? Give me a sec. Mm-mm-mm. I hope y'all are doing well today. Um, I don't know. My mic, my mic settings have just been very wonky lately. Hi, Scuba. Hi, Rain. Hi, Toast. Hi, Rika. Hi, Goji. How are you all? Oh, we are done with the ads already. That means it's time to stop that music and bring y'all in. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? Mwah. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day today. I want to hear the water noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it very well in. Oh, there we go. You guys might be able to hear it a little bit. I don't know what music I want to listen to today. Do you guys want to listen to the Hollow Knight soundtrack? Or do you want to listen to like some chill 70s type stuff? Pervstral, what the heck? What the heck? Um, let's start with Hollow Knight music. We'll do Hollow Knight music and then I'll see if I'm feeling that. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. How is everyone today? I need to catch up. I need to catch up on chat. I'm already getting behind. Oh my I mean, you guys have basically seen this one. Like, I was wearing the same, I guess I was mostly wearing the jean shorts before, but it's the same swimsuit. I just have the cover up now. You bunch of dorks. let me, let me catch up. Let me catch up and see what you guys are saying. Oh no, Rain, you're not doing very well. You're sick. I'm sorry. I'm kind of not feeling too great myself. Like, I'm not like sick, but like I was dealing with a bunch of like dusty boxes and stuff at work, and now my allergies are kind of acting up, so I kind of got a headache from like some sinus stuff, but you know, I'm doing okay for the most part. Very nutritious meal. I know, right? I had a banana in there. Are you proud of me? Right. Roku, I'll let you in, but we're gonna be kind of chill today. We're not gonna be too chaotic, okay? What's the word, hummingbird? That's cute. I like that one. I don't know if I've ever heard that before. You doing alright, Derpy? I'm glad. I don't know if I said hi to you already, Derpy. Hi, Derpy. John Higglepop. Me think this be the first time me be early into this. Maybe so. It's been a while since we've seen you here, hasn't it? Hello, welcome in. She's scantily clad, just a little bit. It's a swimsuit. We're at the baths. We're at the bathhouse. Hi, Yuri. Hi. I I still never remember how to say your name. Hi, Magi. Hello. It's been a while since we saw you as well. How are you all doing? Cute outfit. Thank you, Toast. 65 streams. That's amazing. Thank you. Okay, I don't think I'm feeling Hollow Knight now that we've got it. I think I would rather I might be like very indecisive with my music today, you guys. Captain, am I seeing this right, or is it because I lack sleep? I don't know, it depends. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? Thank you for the 50 streams, Goji. What the heck? Scandalous troll. You dork. We're in a bathhouse. I'm allowed to wear a swimsuit in a bathhouse. Want to swim in this? Pull in the... Oh, you want to swim in the pool in the background? It's a big one. I don't think it goes... Actually, it might go pretty deep. You guys want to see? Let's see. Let's see how deep it goes. There's a little pool over there. Like every time I come here, I go to that pool because it's nice and cozy. But let's see how deep it goes. Oh, it's getting deeper. It's getting deeper. Hold your head above the water, you guys. Hold it above. Oh no. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm in. Okay, yeah, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like if I was like my normal height, I wouldn't have even like been submerged. Like if I was my IRL height, I mean. You're okay, Magi, relatively speaking? Well, relatively speaking is better than like just bad. I hope you can get even better though. Hi Pinky, how are you? Mwah. It's good to see you. Derpy's here, we gotta get him out here. He's ruining the oh my god. Did you send that to Derpy? Derpy, did Rain send you the dream that she had? Hi Schmo. So, you guys, Rain totally had a dream that Derpy was just like the fourth wheel, because me, Rain, and Durs were all like hanging out in her dream, and we were watching a movie or something and having a good time, and then Derpy shows up and just starts like ruining everything, and then he started getting like super offended, being like, oh, I see, like, I'm not wanted here. Allergies acting up for you too, Goji. I hope you can get a handle on them. I'm not dusty, Roku. What the heck? Trying to start your ice cube only diet, but you're... Yeah, like, don't do ice cubes only, you dork. That's not a good diet. About your stream title. That worm inside you must be thrilled with it. I mean, the worm is probably pretty angry. Hi, Bamboozle. We were gonna do Orzo tonight, but actually, we were gonna do it yesterday, but then we did tacos, and then we were gonna do Orzo tonight, but Dram wants to have leftover taco stuff. What happens if we make her do squats? Well, then I'm gonna do the squats. Although I'll probably take the cover up off because it does this. It does this when I bend down, and that doesn't look very cute. horse with no name feels good. Loving the whole Egyptian theme. It's actually Greek. It's a Greek theme. See, look at that. But yeah, this world is really cool. It can be a little heavy depending on all the settings you have, but it's a really nice world. It's very cozy. 100% hang out in this world as a Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus Egypt. Clever, clever. Credence is a bank. Yeah, no, I love CCR, John. Certainly a fortunate son to be listening. Aw, clever, clever. What's your favorite, John? What's your favorite CCR song? Or like top 3? Hi, Drambeak. So, okay, you guys, I was complaining to Dram earlier because, like, someone used the... Oh, what's that? Is that a fruit? Where'd it go? Oh, it was a grape. Roku found the grapes. Look, you guys. Oh my gosh. Come on, grab it. How do I... Oh, there we go, there we go. I can feed you grapes. Say, ah. Okay, like, actually, I'm kind of in... No, I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't talk about that stuff. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, so, today, I was originally planning on doing, like, exploration and stuff. I wanted to go check out some different worlds, but I don't know, I'm feeling kind of just, like, mellow today, so I just wanted to talk with you guys. Oh, I got distracted. Roku distracted me with the grape. So, Dram, somebody said, like, used the WSG abbreviation, and I thought it meant what's good, but I wasn't sure, so I asked, and then, I was like, that's just dumb. I think it's a stupid abbreviation. Why isn't it just WG? Like, why do they have the S? Pinky, you're alright? Looking for another job? Oh my gosh, already? I'm sorry it's gone that way for you, Pinky. I hope you can find something soon. Was there something in particular that, like, pushed it over the edge for you? Oh, wait a sec. Cora had some redeems earlier, and I totally forgot. Okay. I'm sorry, Cora. I'm sorry. Hi, Cora. I totally just, like, skipped over your redeems. Okay. Wait, why is the now playing all messed up? Give me a sec. Let me get on the desktop and see if I can do something about that. Oh, yeah, that's just gonna scale it. I wonder if... Oh no, something must have changed. Okay, let's see. We'll increase the width a bit. Okay, more than that. Okay, that's good. Then we'll just shrink that a little bit. That's weird. Why is everything breaking, you guys? Okay. I don't remember how big we originally had it, but I think that'll be good enough. All right, let's do some breathing. And we'll do a hydrate. Is the music loud enough, by the way? Can you guys hear it okay? What are you laughing about, Roku? You made something? Okay, what did you eat all of those grapes? Oh, you made a beet. Okay, show me your... Let's go see her big grape. Oh my, that looks gross. It's like a tumor or something. That's disgusting. I'm very proud of you, Roku. Don't insult your grape. Okay, I won't insult your grape. Alright, let's put you guys down. Oh no. I fell in the floor. And then let's take the cover up off. Where is it? Alright. Oh, I forgot to bring you guys over. Is that what the tail is? What? Oh, the tail is not a worm. Oh my gosh. I am so behind on chat, you guys. I think one more. You think the tail would charge your phone, Roku? That's weird. You're weird, Roku. No, I am really far behind, you guys. Hi, Super. It's good to see you. Now let's put the cover back on. Oh, squats again? Okay. Back to squats. Only Athena can dream. I think I've maybe... Oh, you're gonna hop off VR because you're EP. Okay, good night, Roku. Alright, let's do some more Wait, did it? This frickin' now playing thing, it's killing me. Oh my gosh, Roku. Stop shaming chat. Hi, Shy. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Go to bed. Hi, Shy. Mwah. How are you doing? You're the cute one. Some heavy astral streaking. Thank you for the 55, Super. Good morning. I always like almost call you different things, Hudson. Good morning, Hudson. How are you doing? Did you sleep well? Say it. Okay, maybe I'll say it later, Rain. Which one of those vases behind you is your spittoon? I don't need no spittoon. I just spit right on the floor. I don't need to spit in no tune. Up Around the Bend is probably your favorite, Rain? I like Hideaway. That's my favorite. Don't have a top. Hi, Fan. How are you doing? Don't have a top 3. They're fine background music, but you've never been to a bar and... Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Hi, Apple. You might be gone by now, but thanks for popping in. Mwah. Is that they want you to finish 3 pallets of food stocked within 2 hours, and they want us to... Oh, yeah, no, Retail is so focused on, like, ridiculous times. Is that World Quest compatible? Because I want to show you to surprise you'd like it. Let me see real quick. It is Quest compatible, Rain. Squats again? Sounds good. I got you, Magi. You guys are really gonna get me my workout today. All right, come over here so I can look at you while I do this. 1, 2. Music's fine? Okay. 3, 4, 5. Less likely to... Oh, wait, I just did 5. Less likely to... I mean, I do spill a lot. I spill quite a bit. Hi, Jack. Someone say hi to Jack for me. Mwah. Worried that she just uses the pool? It's my pool. Breathe. Let's do some breaths. The big grape is the big grape was real. She just smushed all the grapes together and it made this like abomination grape. Head pats for chat, of course, Apple, of course. You guys deserve all the head pats. You're such a good little chat. I'm so proud of you. Quit bogarting the booty. Hi, Mitty. How are you doing? I think that was Mitty. Let me double check. Okay, yeah. Since it got unpinned, I'm assuming it was Mitty. I'm sorry, Rain. I'm sorry. The seal doesn't want you guys to enjoy Astral Booty. Hi, is Cuz an okay way to say it? I don't know if it's Kuzi or Cuzzy, but is it okay if I call you Cuz? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Shy breaking out the dad joke. I approve. Chat hug. Of course, of course. My favorite redeem to give you guys. Oh, I gotta show you guys something. We're gonna change out of this avatar just for a second. Oh, and a posture check. Back straight, shoulders back, boobs out. Now we've got our fine and proper posture. Oh my gosh, I caught up. Hi Fluff, hi Jarvie. How are you both? Mwah. I can't believe I got caught up to chat and it's only it's only half an hour later. So I gotta show you guys something real quick. Let me okay, Rain, it better not be something that's gonna kill me. My favorite me. Aww. I can't say you're my favorite guest because then I'd get in trouble with all the other guests. But I certainly enjoyed having you, Fluff. Okay, so I got a MIDI actually sent me a camera prefab that I think is going to be very useful for when we go on adventures. Right now, I only have it on one avatar, and it's Nova, but I also haven't changed all the settings to so that she looks the same. So she's gonna, she just looks like base Nova. Hi, Rain. All right, so let me change, and I'll show you guys how the camera works. Hopefully, I tested it earlier and it was fine. So hopefully it will work this time as well. So this is what Nova looks like before I made all the like custom changes. And then I think let me spout the camera. Okay. And then and see? Look it. It works. So I think we can use this when we go on adventures, and I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I need to add it to more avatars though, because right now I only have it for Nova. Let me change back. Where is it? This one. Hello, Tiglath. I'm pretty sure I've seen your name before, but I don't know if I've ever interacted with you. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Looks hot in there? It's a little warm. It's a little warm, but the night breeze is quite nice. And we got plenty of water. We can just sit here. Oh. Oh, does this... Wait, do we not have a jump? Oh, it's because my thing is on. Oh, hold on. Let me... Okay, you are showing. You just look like a little anime thing. You just look like anime to me. Oh, okay. I need to pull you guys closer. Okay. There we go. So we can just kind of hang out like this for a while, I think. You have to go to bed. Alright, good night, Shy. It was good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Oh, you too, Captain? Okay. Hugs for all of you who are going to sleep. Mwah. Hi, Akuma. Hi, Rowan. How are you? Mwah. Yeah, today's gonna be a good old-fashioned, like, chill yappin' stream. We're not gonna do anything. What's the best angle for this? Maybe like that? I want to be able to hug you guys easily. Still gotta do one more thing and then you get 6 hours. 6 hours is kind of a normal amount of time for me. Like, that's like, it's not ideal, but you know, I can live off of it. Nice music, but thank you, Tig. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I've really played this playlist for a while. I need to I need to mess the with the now playing thing though, because it got all janky and I don't know why. Like I had to resize it and stuff, so I don't know. I'll play around with it. Hi Tony, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Aw, Mitty, you're so cute. Sleepzilla, I don't, forgive me, I don't know if I remember you, Sleep. It says it's your first time chatting. Oh, did I meet you in another person's chat? Regardless, it's wonderful to have you here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Need to figure... Yeah, I don't know, Rain, I don't know. Was it something you made? Hi, Lupito. Not first time. Okay. I just thought the way you came in and were like, how have you been? I'm like, wait a second, did I forget someone? What's up? I'm doing good. We're just kind of we're having a chill stream today. I was originally gonna do some exploring, but to be honest, it was just kind of a long day, and my allergies started acting up from all the dust at work. Oh no, from all the dust at work. So I figured we'd just yap. I also just wanna talk with you guys. Oh my gosh, do I have... Oh, maybe I should move over. That might help. Yeah, I was right up against some other stuff and it was blocking my trackers. How are you doing today, Sleep? Sorry about your allergies. It's fine. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. We always love meeting new people here. We love making new friends. Just chores and gym. Oh my gosh, congratulations on going to the gym. I need to be better about working out myself. I've been trying for a long time. I used to be really good about doing some yoga, but yeah, I'm not good. I need to get in the habit of going and working out. Lupito, I don't remember if I said hi, but hi, Lupito. Oh, you had it made for you. Okay, Rain, okay. I hope you can get it figured out then. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. Not that hard to put in work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think with a lot of things, it's not so much doing the work, it's getting started, at least for me. Like, once I get started with things, like, I can do them. But it's getting that motivation to actually just start doing it. You did say hi? Okay. I forget so quickly. Actually really flexible for some reason. Maybe it was because of stuff you did. Maybe did you do a lot of like stretching as a kid? Because that's really what does it. Like if you keep stretching, you'll maintain flexibility. Me, I don't stretch as much as I should, and so I've gotten pretty stiff over the years, you know? Like when I was younger, I could totally put my foot behind my head. These days, oh my god, I could not get anywhere close to that, you guys. Fan, you've been steadily going to the gym 3 times a week since January. That's awesome. And you've been maintaining it? I'm so happy for you, Fan. Been so effective that when I took a week holiday to visit my parents for Easter, I bought a week at the local gym to keep it. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you, Fan. Good job, good job. I'm proud of you. Mwah. Coming to chat, and the first thing I hear. Oh, hi. Oh, are you heading out? Okay. Bye, Rain. Come here. First thing you hear is Astral talking about putting her foot behind her head. Oh, we were talking about flexibility and how, like, stretches really, like, help you maintain that flexibility. And I need to get back into doing stretches and ab exercises in particular because I want to be more flexible, and I want to have a toned core, like not like super just like ripped. I just want it to be, you know, I want it to I want to look lean, you know? Yeah, have you guys watched Eno? You know, speaking of the Nova Scarab avatar, Raze. That's its actual name is Raze. I only got that originally because I saw Eno showcasing it on her streams, and she makes everything look so good, and so I ended up buying that and turning it into an astral. Um, but Eno, if you guys have watched her, she is so flexible, and like I've asked her I've commented on it before. I've told her like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of how flexible you are." And she just says like, you know, you just gotta like stretch every day and eventually you get there. So I really do just I really do just need to get in the habit and do it every day. You can touch your toes and hold a minute to get started. Yeah, I've looked at some yoga apps before. The last one I tried a while ago, it was like so limited and like you could only do like 2 stretch routines a day or something, and so that kind of sucked. Unless you like bought a subscription or something, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, one of the things I really need to stretch is whatever you call this. Is this like your hamstrings or something? Like this this area is so tight for me. Like I cannot I can get it straight like that, but I cannot bend very far while keeping it straight. I have to bend my legs to get to it, you know? So I really need to work on getting those more flexible. Oh, you heading out, Sleep? Okay, it was nice to see you. I hope we see you again soon. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Oh, you almost broke your back, Captain? That's crazy. I'm glad you didn't. Oh, it's not optimized for PC? Okay, okay. Might need to watch it. Yeah, Scuba, you should really go check out that person. She's a pretty small streamer. No, but seriously. Oh, Scuba, could you actually just like give a shout out? Like if you guys haven't watched she's amazing. I don't hang out with her nearly as much as I'd like to. Like I see her every once in a great while, like in VR chat. But I really admire her as a streamer. I think she's an amazing streamer, and if you guys enjoy these my streams, you'll like hers are crazy good. She's such a good dancer, and she's just very sweet and very goofy. Like she's not like Ella Ray Blue levels of goofy, but she's got a little bit of goofiness there. Like, the silly titles I put, that's the sort of thing that, I wouldn't be surprised to come from her. Friends. Wait, Rain, you can put both feet behind your head? I'm jealous. You'll have to show me. Take a picture of do it and take a picture of it and send it to me. Which is weird because you're not super flexible otherwise. I mean, it's totally like, possible to be flexible in one area but not in another. Like you could have like super mobility with your arms but then have like super tight hamstrings or something. It's just a matter of what you stretch. Hope all are having a yeah. I mean, my day could have been better, honestly. There was a lot of dust at work, so it got my allergies kind of going. But overall it's a good day. I was actually looking forward all day to just like coming home and yapping with you guys. Like this is the highlight of my day. Hi Warby. Is an insane dancer. She is. She's been dancing like oh, I don't know. That sounds right though. Like most of the time, like if I see her online, odds are she's like practicing dancing. She does put so much work into her routine and everything. How do you think you rank on the goofiness scale? Well, I think I rank pretty. I think, I think maybe about on par with but I think my goofiness is just like a different sort of goofiness. Like, nobody beats Ella, though. Ella is just like so out there. It's such a trip to go into one of her streams. It's fun to play along with whatever she's saying, though. My girlfriend and I, what the heck? Look at this. Now, okay, there it is. It was taking forever to actually say the title. What is going on with this extension? But my girlfriend and I have talked about Ella, and we've we've actually wondered like how much of the stuff she says is intentional versus like the speech to text making a mistake and then she just runs with it, because I could totally see both of them being true. I'm sure it's a mixture. Like I'm sure whenever the STT does mess up, she just plays along with it and comes up with some crazy story to go along with it. She's very creative, though. Hi, Tequila. How are you doing? Mwah. How bold? I'm allowed to be bold, Rain. I need a drink of water. What would Drambeak think if she found pics of me with feet behind me? Honestly, that's a good question. I wonder what she would. To be perfectly fair, I would probably show her right after you send them to me. Like, if you guys send me something interesting, odds are Drambeak's gonna see it too. Gonna go to sleep. All right, good night, Captain. Thanks for popping in. I hope you rest well. I'll give you a hug here in just a second. Mwah. You think I'm below you on silliness, Rain? I don't know. I think, maybe. I think we have different sorts of silliness again. Wasn't even a okay, so it's not even up for debate. I'm definitely less goofy than Rain. Okay, I see. When I was in what was it? Like junior high. When I was in like junior high, I think that's when I hit my like peak random girl phase. Like that was when I, I would come up with the most off the wall stuff to just spout out. Hi Flo, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm doing good. Struggling with some allergies, but we're doing all right. I'm having fun talking with all of you. You're good too, Tequila? Send you something. Ooh, okay. I always look forward to seeing something interesting. Doom. Just being. Mitty, it doesn't surprise me that you would have that random girl gene in you. No, like, it was, so when I was in, like, junior high, that was, like, when you would see all the, like, I mean, you still see Invader Zim stuff at Hot Topic, don't you? But there was, like, Invader Zim was, like, the poster child for the random humor kids, and like it definitely inspired a lot a lot of people of my age group at the time. And so that was Invader Zim was the first thing I thought of when you said Doom. I actually still have a friend of mine who I was really close with at the time. I don't know if I've told you guys about her, but yeah, I was really close with her in like junior high and a little bit of high school. But she got in a really bad car accident to the point where she had to be in a wheelchair, and she couldn't talk for a long time. I lost touch with her a long time ago. Like we just kind of drifted apart, and I wasn't really good at maintaining friendships at the time. Like this was before I came out, before I was, myself around people. So it was hard to want to socialize when it was always just, me being behind a mask. She was actually, she was the first person to see me with painted nails, though. I was at a sleepover once with her and another friend of ours, and she painted my nails, and I had painted my nails before in secret, but I had never had them painted openly, and so that was the first time I had painted nails in front of someone. So, yeah, I, like, even though it was just a few years of my life that I was close to her, she still holds, like, a very dear spot in my heart, despite not being in touch with her now. I know she improved over the years though, and I think she went on, I don't know if she became a professor, but I know she wanted to do like medieval history and stuff, and I think she ended up pursuing that. Anyway, you know, little bit of astral lore, I suppose. Astral is goofy and oh, come on, stay. Astral is goofy in a clumsy and dorky way. I'm goofy in a world-endingly sexy way. Sure you are, Rain. We all believe you. Give me the beat, boys, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Such a good song. You need a heavy... Ooh, pizza. Pizza would be so good. Also, you love Dobie. I don't know if I've probably heard other stuff from him, but yeah, this is like the one song that I really know that I like. I should probably listen to more, because if it's anything like this, I'm sure I'd love it. No debate that you're high on the goofy goober totem pole, Astral, but have you seen all the quotes of Rain? That's true, that's true. Rain has some real doozies in memory lane. Fluff, aswa. Where should I send a short clip? I mean, you can just DM it to me unless it's something you want to post in the server. Like if nothing else seems to fit channel-wise, you can always default to the display case. That's kind of just general, you know, you want to show something off. Miss Astral's age group equals eternally 25. Yeah, I mean, we can go with that. We can go with that. Oh wait, Tig, did your Twitch account actually get hacked? Oh my gosh, you're a dork, Tig. Goofball. Hello, Philip. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What brings you to our little neck of the woods? Rain, you've been flirting with a lawyer recently, and let me tell you, authors and lawyers is that the one you've shown me some of your conversations with? Is that the lawyer? But yeah, that you guys have had some interesting conversations together. Oh, you're at a pool too, Super? Is it as cozy as this one? I love this one. This one is so good. Every song you play has been on my float trip playlist. So, wait, what do you mean float trip? What's a float trip? Oh, that's right. Right. How many different people do you flirt with, right? Is there anyone you don't flirt with? First person you were honest to about your sexuality was a close friend who you crushed on. If it didn't go well, I don't know if you would have been comfortable coming out to your other... That's totally understandable. I think that's how it is for a lot of people who come out, whether it's, you know, about sexuality, gender, or even just, you know, some niche hobby or interest. I think like that first person you come out to really sets the pace for how things are gonna go for you for the next however long. Like, yeah, I don't know if some people that I had kind of like, I didn't come out to anyone properly for a long time, but if, you know, if some of the people who, like, things I let slip to had maybe pushed a little more, maybe I would have come out earlier. It also could have shoved me even deeper than I already was, but you never know. You're okay, Philip? Just chilling and it's about to get... Oh my gosh, you're not tired and it's almost midnight? Do you have to be up early tomorrow? Do you have school or work or something? I hope you get enough sleep. And I hope maybe like you can get yourself a little sleepy watching the stream. We're certainly boring enough. But yeah, Float, this friend I was talking about, I wouldn't say I had a crush on her, but I did very much admire her. It's I think in a lot of ways I wanted to be more like her. She was I dealt with a lot of I guess you could call it survivor's guilt after she had her car crash because she was doing so much with her life. She was like very popular. Everyone liked her. She had amazing grades. She did extracurriculars. Like I would not have been surprised to see her as like president someday, you know? That kind of person. I mean, not that there's a high bar for president these days, but you know, still, it's the sentiment. It's the sentiment. She would have been an amazing leader for people. And so seeing her like stuck in a wheelchair and unable to talk and stuff, like that hit me so hard, not just because she was a good friend of mine, but because I wasn't doing anything with my life. I was doing bare minimum. I was getting like, you know, I did whatever I had to do to get like above a C in all my classes, which admittedly wasn't much. Like school came very easy to me, so I didn't have to put in that much effort. But like I wasn't doing anything with my life, and I was like, seriously, like someone with that much potential like should not be the one to have that happen to her. It should have been someone like me who wasn't doing anything, who was just like a bump on a log. I went to school and then I went home and played games. And, you know, I just dealt with a lot of survivors. I guess you can, I think it qualifies as survivor's guilt. I dealt with a lot of that guilt, whatever it is, after she got in her accident. Sorry, I got a little behind in chat again, so I had to scroll back up. You were first infinite with Coutfuff, but after 3 years he left me and oh, c'est la vie. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's all you can do, just c'est la vie. Like, everything that happens to us, you know, every success, every failure, whether it's good or bad, it helps us grow and it helps us become who we're eventually meant to be. Like, you know, one of my I've said this on stream before. One of my biggest regrets is that I spent so much of my life just not doing anything, even though I knew I wanted to be a girl. I just kind of accepted that it would never happen, so I didn't do anything about it. And so one of my biggest regrets is, you know, not having taken action sooner. At the same time, though, you know, if I had taken action sooner, I might never have met my girlfriend. I might never have met all of you. I might not have had a reason to come into VR chat because my main reason for doing that in the first place was wanting to be in a girl body because I didn't think I could transition. And so, you never know, like all those things, even something like your biggest regret, it helps make us who we are. And maybe I've helped some people because of that. And I think that's pretty cool if, you know, one of my missteps can help someone else live a better life. Curator, it's a Midwest thing where you literally just float down a river and drink and oh, that sounds like I mean, there may not be a lot to do there, but that sounds really cool. Like it's like a lazy river sort of thing, but like, out in the wild. That's really cool. When do you have it um is it something you do regularly, or is this like a special trip that you've been planning for a while? Oh, your pool is more interactive, bit heavy though. Yeah, this one can be a little heavy as well, but I'm doing all right with it right now. If I look back that way, I might have a little more issues cuz there's a lot more water over there. Oh, you're always up till 1 or 2. Okay, you're one of those you're one of those night owls. I was never much of a I like being up late, but I've never really been able to stay up late consistently. All right, let me get that hydrate, Derpy. Hi Nova, how are you doing? I'll give you a hug in just a second. I'm sorry it took me a while to get to your high. If you can't tell, it's a yap stream, so we're just we're just going on about everything. I'm going off on tangents left and right. World can be cruel like that. It can, but from at the same time. Okay, so I'll do the breathe in a second, Derpy, but curator kind of made me think of this. So one of the other things I've thought of is I don't know how many of mm, nah, I shouldn't go off on a Malcolm in the Middle tangent. Um, but so one of the things I've thought, and I don't believe in you know, any sort of like sentient deity or anything like that. But if there was someone or something with a plan, then maybe something like that would happen to someone like my friend because she can come out of it. If it had happened to me, that probably would have been the end. I probably never would have talked again. I probably would have just like become a huge burden on everyone. I would have just accepted things as they were and never become more. Maybe not. Like I don't think at the time I was strong enough to come out of it okay. She was, though. My friend, she has gotten better. Last I heard, she was like able to, talk, not perfectly, but she was able to talk like at all and, in an understandable way. I don't think she was ever supposed to be able to walk, but um I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if she overcame that too. She went to college. Like I said, she might have become a professor or something. Um, but she didn't let that stop her from doing things. It totally would have. I would have used it as an excuse to not do anything at the time. So, in that sense, if it was something that was gonna happen to someone, you know, maybe in the end, like, it was better that it happened to someone who could come out of it. I don't know. It's just a thought. You kind of think about these sort of things. All right, let's do some breathing. Thank you for the breathe, Derpy. I've been yapping so much. Wonder if maybe we should do a pee break soon. I'm pretty sure the pre-rolls are active again, and I hate the pre-rolls. I don't want people to have to deal with those. So, you know, doing an ad break while we go to the bathroom might be something we do in a little bit here. Hi, Zombie. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What are you up to? Hi, Langy. It's good to see you too. Kisses for both of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. May you also get a spoonful. Okay, you can have a actually, Langy, how about you have this big grape? Okay? Say ah. Ah. Oh my gosh. Don't choke on it. Hello again, Rowan. Hi, Brain. How are you doing? How did your class go yesterday? Mwah. Float, you definitely wasted your life. Your life was put on hold for the last 10 years. You had to be there to help your grandfather in his final years, and right after you had to help your father, was getting cancer treatment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Float. I can relate to that, not the taking care of people, but like I totally wasted a decade of my life as well. A decade plus. Pretty much the entirety of my 20s. I did not do anything. I went through the motions. I was literally just waiting to die. I was never gonna, you know, do it to myself. I like, not that I didn't think about what that would be like, but, you know, I just didn't have it in me to do that. But I had the passive ideation. Like, I would go to bed, like, genuinely hoping that I just wasn't gonna wake up. And so I totally get wasting a decade of your life, or at least feeling like you did. Like, I'm sure your grandfather appreciated it, if he was, I don't know how aware he was in those final years, but I'm sure he appreciated it. And even if he didn't, I'm sure other people in your family did, or friends, relations, whatever applies. I'm sorry you had to go through all that, though. And remind me how old you are, Float. Remind me how old you are. Because I think you're younger than me still, right? Like, I'm 35. I think you're younger than that. I didn't start my life, like, I don't feel like I started my life until I got into my 30s. So, you know, there's still time. You still have a lot of life left to live. Curator, sometimes they can be planned, a lot of times it's just like spur of the, ooh, that makes sense. That it does sound like a spur of the moment kind of thing, and I think that probably makes it a lot better too. One of the local radio stations actually puts a massive one on where it's just, oh, that's kind of cool. Big get-together from all over the state, and they actually do the radio show from a barge that just floats down the river. That's really cool, actually, Curator. I'd kind of like to do something like that. That sounds kind of fun. Best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago and right now. Yeah, no, exactly, Mitty, exactly. Like, you know, it's a common thing with, like, I'm gonna use trans people as an example, but, obviously this has application elsewhere too. But there's a very common trend with trans people that we always feel like we're transitioning too late. Doesn't matter if we're 18 or 40 or 65, we always feel like we wasted too much time before we transitioned. And that thinking, like feeling like it's too late, can just keep us from living even more of our life. Like, in back in college, in my early 20s, I had the vocabulary. I could have started looking into transitioning. I could have started like pursuing that stuff. But even then I felt like it was too late, and it just made me wait even longer until, got to my 30s, and I'm like, gosh, I really wish I had transitioned back in college. So, like, even if it feels like it's too late, can still start. It's never too late to start, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, Lorenzo, it has been a while. Hello, hello. Mwah. What'd you do? I do remember you. I do remember you. It's Lorenzo's a rather unique name to come across. I don't think I've come across any other Lorenzos on here, so you definitely did stand out. If I'm being honest, I don't remember like the details of your life or anything, but I do remember your name. I hope you've been doing well. Nova, sorry it's taking me so long to get to all your messages, you guys. I've been yapping up a storm, so we're getting behind in chat. All good. I didn't want to interrupt it. Oh, just go ahead. Go ahead and interrupt it. um, it's very common for me to be behind in chat, so like, don't worry about it at all. Rum and Roku. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a lot better hanging out here and talking with all of you. Um, work was a big drag. I've been okay. If I'm being honest with you guys, like I've been struggling with work recently. Not because it's like hard, and it pays me enough, especially living with Dram. We're fine financially, but we do not, like, we don't need to work. um but like, retail just isn't fulfilling, you know like, the stuff I do the stuff I do here on stream, the stuff I do with the maid cafe, those those are way more fulfilling than anything that my retail job can provide me. And so it's just, I don't know, it's kind of been getting to me lately. It's kind of been a drain. I've been thinking about, like, if I could realistically, like, reduce my hours there and stuff. So I don't know. It is what it is. Read that in a Scooby-Doo voice. Ramen? I can't do a Scooby-Doo voice. Let me... Ramen? Ramen? I can't do it. I can't do it. Ramen roke. Was gonna just swap letters. Sorry, I'm speeding through a lot of the messages. Hi Selvin, how are you? It's good to see you. Mwah. Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. We'll do a pee break. We'll do a pee break. Let me do this. Oh, I never did Derpy's breathe redeem. Actually, no, the pool water isn't affecting me. Like, seeing the water doesn't, like, trigger the association of having to pee as much as, like, the clicks do, you know? Alright, let's do a hydrate real quick. I'll try to get a little closer to catching up on chat before I go pee. Hi, Slayton. Oh my gosh, 96%. That's impressive. Good job. How are you doing, Slayton? Mwah. Already eating nuggies. Ooh, are they dino nuggies? If they're not dino nuggies, I'm a little disappointed, but still sounds good. Brain went well. It's always fun teaching students that have Oh, that sounds terrible. Students that have lost motivation. I hope you can find ways to motivate them. Like I always feel for the people who lose motivation, because I like, you know, you guys heard what I was talking about earlier. Like, I sympathize with the people who don't have the motivation. Hi, Angelic. How are you doing? Don't steal my ring. What the heck? I'm not done. You can have a lick. Here, have a lick. Aw, thank you for the hug, Derpy. Gosh, you guys have a lot of crazy stuff going on in here. I'm kind of just glancing over a lot of... I'm sorry, I don't have an FMK redeem here. I'm sorry, Roku. I do want to add a redeem, or not a redeem, a command for like soulmate, so everyone can get their soulmate for this stream. Tequila, it's your song. It's your song, Tequila. I hope Tequila's here to hear it. I can't hear this song without thinking of Tequila now. There's an Asian saying going something like, a society is great when men plant trees in shade to provide shade they will never yeah, no, that's totally it. Like, a society is inherently socialistic, and I don't mean that in any sort of like necessarily like economic policy yada yada yada. I'm not talking anything like that, although that does connect. But, you know, you can't have a society if you don't look out for other people. Like, you need to do things for the benefit of your children or, you know, your friends' children. A society doesn't work if we're all in it for ourselves. I mean, it can work, but it's not gonna be a very successful one. There you are, Tequila. Had to convert it because you were not sure if you could play a TS file or not. Hope you enjoy it. Sorry it's so short. No worries, no worries. I'm sure I will enjoy it. Thank you, Tequila. Oh, Hawaiian pizza. Rebel. I've actually, like, in VR chat and on Twitch, I've actually come across quite a few people who openly enjoy Hawaiian pizza. I think it's become um, more acceptable um, as time has gone on. But I honestly think most people, like, if you say you like Hawaiian pizza, I think most people really just don't care. Like, I think it's just one of those things that it's fun to, kind of poke fun at. Like, you know, like I I don't think Roku actually thinks, I'm pervy, but, it's fun to poke fun at things like that. You're a little bit younger than me. You're younger than my sisters. Okay, Float. Hi, Mauro. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What are you up to today? Mwah. Hello, Stella. I recognize your name. But I don't know from where. Stella Maris VR? I hope I pronounced it right. Where have I encountered you, though? Because it says it's your first chat here. But I've definitely seen you. Roku. Oh, yeah, no, Roku, it is kind of a trip to, like, have a book written by your friend on your shelf, Like, it's really cool, and it's even cooler to be, like, mentioned in the like, acknowledgements or thank yous or whatever. Like, that's amazing. Struggling with work, I can fix it for you. Aw, thank you, Tequila. Sorry guys, I'm still speeding through chat. I'm getting close. So the clip. I'm not gonna comment on whether the clicks work or not. We're gonna move on. Head pats for Lingy. Of course. Head pats for Lingy. I'm doing good, Mauro. I'm doing good. I've been enjoying yapping with everyone. We've been having some good conversations. I hope you all have been enjoying them too. Hi Blaze, how are you doing? It's good to see you. What are you up to? Oh my gosh, Tequila, 92% love? Oh my gosh. This is just because I played your song, isn't it? I bribed you. Oh my gosh, Mauro, only 50% love. I'll do better. I promise. If you used Stream Elements, I would add a so. Okay, so like Scuba, I know you mentioned it before, but I've really been wanting to just like have you fully take care of all that Stream Elements stuff for me. Like, I want to just like commission you to take care of all that stuff and get it all set up for me. I just I haven't taken the plunge on it yet. There's so much stuff I've been wanting to do to make this stream better. But if I'm being honest, it's been a bit of laziness. Like, it's hard to find time, yeah, but when I do find that time, I've chosen to like, be lazy and rest and stuff. I did normally I do Maid Cafe on Wednesdays, but I actually decided not to do Maid Cafe tomorrow because I wanna try to use that time to work on some stream stuff. That song about the guy who I can't decide what his feelings on rainy nights are. Yeah, it's kind of, he speaks in riddles, you know? Oh, you're leaving? Okay, Mauro, if you're still here, bye. I'm sorry if you're not here. I am not a pervy, smelly stinker. What the heck, Roku? The astral yaps are off the charts this stream. I know. We're going full in on the yaps, you guys. Like I'm not even wiggling. I guess I'm kind of wiggling. I'm doing some of these, but like whenever I'm sitting for the stream, you know it's serious business cuz then I'm not like getting exhausted by like dancing around. I'm not getting out of breath for that, so I can talk more. I know I'm. Oh my gosh, that's right, Stella. That's right. Sorry, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I have one brain cell. Hawaiian pizza was your childhood favorite, but you learned new flavors. Pepperoni has always been my top favorite. Like, I'm never gonna get sick of pepperoni pizza. I do like a good chicken bacon ranch pizza. I like a margarita pizza. Um, you know, they're like I'll try some other pizzas, but um, like you can't go wrong with a good pepperoni pizza. She's like Koopa the Quick and the Bob on Battle. But oh my gosh, that's so mean, Rain. Need a buzzer to tell Astral to heckin' hurry up. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. The jingle they play at the Oscars to wrap up this video. You know I would blatantly disregard that and keep on yapping. I'd be like, oh, sorry, they're telling me to hurry up. And then I would continue to go at exactly the same pace and finish whatever I was saying. The Oscars would hate, they'd have to get someone, like, they'd start doing the announcement that they're going to commercial while I'm still talking, and then they'd have someone, like, pull me off. Need someone with a cattle prod. I do not. You're so mean. I don't need a cattle prod. Can stream elements as second nature. Yeah, I remember you saying you were really good at it. And it would be so much easier to like get that going. I would like to keep Cloudbot for like the auto shoutouts though, because I don't think Stream Elements has the auto shoutouts. Ain't No Sun. Oh yeah, no, Curator, Ain't No Sunshine. Such a good song. It's got so much emotion to it. Still getting ready for the gym? Aw, have a good day at the gym. Don't worry about the 50% love between you and me. We know you and me love. Okay. I guess that's true. Is it okay to interrupt people doing NSFW thing in a car outside your house to ask? I mean, I think opinions are gonna vary on that. Like, my thing is like, you know, they should be more embarrassed by the situation than you. Like, if they're in the way of your car, like, you know, you gotta go somewhere. It's not your fault they decided to do that there. But yeah, I'd say it really, like, you know, if it's something where you gotta go to work or something, like, you know, go for it. I think in circumstances like that, it's totally okay to interrupt them. mushroom bacon. I'm not a huge mushroom, like I'm rather neutral about mushrooms, but mushroom bacon is probably really good. Hi Slug, how are you doing? Mwah. Having such a crickle-tastic day. Nova says, yeah, Nova was actually here earlier. I saw her. Although, I don't know how much of, like, she might have been gone for most of the time that I was actually addressing her comments, because I've been so far behind in chat all day. We've been doing some heavy yapping. Oh my gosh, the comically large hook. Yeah, absolutely. They would totally need that for me. Bye, Marrow. No, Roku, definitely the crook. Oh my gosh, did I do it? I'm caught up. I'm caught up, you guys. Said you need to go to the bathroom. I know. I also wanted to catch up on chat more. Okay, I'm caught up on chat, so I'll go to the bathroom. I'll go to the bathroom. Okay, we are going to run 3 minutes of ads. We're going to thank you, Slug. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself today. Oh, Roku, it's not a real candy cane. It's not real. Don't eat it. Proud of you, Davy Cricket. I like that one. I like that one a lot, Dave. Oh my gosh, you guys, we need a Davy Cricket Astral, and she's got the coonskin cap. That'd be so funny. Okay, let me put you guys on the Astral train. I will leave you with, oh, come on. I will leave you with fishing. I will leave you with music. This stupid thing. No, they like definitely changed the size of this stupid thing because all of my now playings are jacked up now. I'm gonna need to get that figured out sometime. Oh well. Yeah, maybe it'll fix itself. One can hope. All right. I will be back in 3 minutes. If you guys need to do your own breaks, go for it. If you wanna just dip out because you don't like ads, like, you know, I totally get it. We will be back in pretty much exactly 3 minutes. So if you wanna do it that way, you can come back in 3 minutes and we'll be here waiting for you. All right. I'll see you guys soon. All right, that was pretty good timing. Just getting back now. Let's pull you guys in. Welcome back, welcome back. I hope you all had a good little break. I hope you got some snacks. Hope you went to the bathroom, got some water, whatever you needed to do. I feel much better. I hope you all did too. Who's the coal shoveler for the train? Any volunteers? Who wants to shovel the coal? Let me catch up on chat. You guys got me behind again, you dorks. What the heck? I finally got caught up on chat and you just sent me right to the back again. Dramas, since she does not have to do everything around here. I cook, I help, I do things. Dram does sometimes do the shopping on her own though, because I don't want to go. All the chat messages that Astral misses get whooshed into the fire, but what the? Oh, you guys are using the chat messages for the coal? I mean, I don't miss very many messages. Like, I don't necessarily acknowledge all of them, but I do at least skim through all the ones that I don't acknowledge, you know? Flo, you live a little bit out of town, just 3 minutes on a highway max. Used a taxi, which that can't be held. Heard us and the guy jumped in the driver's... Wait, what are you talking about, Flo? Did I miss something? Yeah, Flo, I think I'm missing something. I fell in the pool. I fell in the pool. I'm sorry. You guys heard the splash? Oh yeah, I do have the VRC audio on. I forgot about that. Yeah, no. I was in the water. I got all wet while you guys were gone. I cook I literally convinced Dram to get her McDonald's. And oh my god, that McDonald's was delicious. Thank you, Roku. Oh my gosh, what was that? Dram is supposed to... Wait. Was Dram here? When Astral gets back, we should all be hiding. What the heck? Don't hide from me. Yeah, you got me behind, Goji. Brats. Whipping your pants off in front of her and saying, dig into... I have never done that. I have never done that. I'm wholesome. Oh my gosh. Do you guys wanna hear about the dream I had the other night? Not last night, it was the night before. So, oh my gosh, it's kind of embarrassing. So there was, like, it was really in-depth. Like, it was either long or there were just a lot of dreams. But it was one of those dreams where it feels like it goes all night, and, you know, sometimes it has the transitions that you don't quite understand how you get to a certain place, but anyway. So part of it, I was going to a restaurant that I just wanted to check it out. I wanted to see what the vibe was in it, because it's actually it's a real restaurant that I want to go to with Dram in town. And I've never been inside it, so obviously I don't know what it looks like. But so in my dream, I popped in and it looked really gross. Like it had like carpeted pillars. It had like this weird pale pink carpet. it smelled like cigarette smoke. It was not a very like engaging place, and so I walked out. It was also like empty in the lobby, and so I walked out and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna go there. But like I kept thinking about how the food looked when I looked it up online, and I'm like, I really want to try those fish and chips. And so I went back in for some. I don't know why I went back in, because like Dram wasn't even there with me. You want big grape? Um Here. Is this big enough for you? I'm not gonna make you the tumor grape. Say ah. um where was I? NSF people were in the back of the tech. Oh, okay, okay. I get it now. I get the context now, Float. Thank you. Um, Poor Dram doing all the cooking and cleaning while she is not doing all the cooking and cleaning. I think right now she's actually playing video games with her sisters. It wasn't it was a grape tumor, Roku. It was a grape tumor. Okay. So where was I with the dream? So I went back in, right? And there were people in there this time, so I felt like I had to order something, and I don't know how things transitioned to what they became, but somehow like knew I ended up being in this restaurant with some other people, and we were like trying to get to the bottom of, we knew it was a front for like some seedy thing, and the owner was like a succubus, and for some reason like Queen Maeve was there from The Boys, probably because I've watched too much Boys recently. I've watched too much The Boys, not just. Anyway, moving on. And so, you were not listening. I'm telling you guys about my dream. And so this restaurant was owned. Astral watches too much. Yeah. This restaurant was like a front for some seedy stuff going on, and the owner was a succubus, and so me and these other people, like I don't know, it was like two other people who I don't know who they are, but in the dream I knew them, and we like went into the back and we were like looking for stuff, and we found the door to what we knew was the stuff, and we couldn't figure out how to get in. There was like some sort of magic thing going on, but there was a sign next to it, and I don't know what happened, but it started to like be mirrored, and I started like craning my neck to like, look at it the other way, because yeah, I'm gonna put my head into the wall and be able to see it like written out correctly. But while I was doing that, I ended up like falling through the door, and I was the only one who was able to make it through. And you know what was down there? There were some stairs, and you know what it was? It was basically VR chat. Like I joke, but like that's basically what it was. It was like a VR chat world, and it had like VR chat avatars, but it was like real life. And it was like a sex dungeon type deal. There were a bunch of people there, like with their like, whatever stuff they were doing. Some of them were just like lounging around naked. Some of them were like actually doing stuff. But I went up. Okay, there was another like, I don't know how things progressed from like me going into like this happening, but yes, I dreamed about a sex dungeon. Yeah, no, nobody was listening to the beginning of the dream, but now everyone's listening when I mention like a succubus owner, watching boys, sex dungeons. Anyway, there was this furry guy there. Like I don't know. Is it would he would he still be a furry if that was like just his body? Like it's furry aesthetics. But it was like, an avatar you would expect to see a furry wearing, but in the dream it was like just their body. Um, I mean, there was at least one. I don't know what the rest of the people were like. I don't remember. I just remember there was this one furry guy and he was like very shy and he was just kind of on his own. But he was like right next to a pole. And so I just started like pole dancing for him and he was very awkward and like he was like appreciative but he didn't know like what to do. And yeah, that's about like all I remember from that. That was the dream I had the other night. There was also some like Jurassic Park stuff going on at one point in the dream. It got intense. There was like a demon invasion or it was a wild dream. He made it. I did not mean he was already he was just shy. Like he seemed nice. What are you noting, Stella? What the heck? Would be anthropomorphic. Yeah, that's it. Curator. Yeah, no. That's the reason I went in this restaurant was because like it's an actual restaurant that I want to take Dram to, but obviously like I've never been in it, so and like my head just made all this stuff up about like there's I assume obviously not a sex dungeon underneath it. Um that is either a very good or very bad. Honestly, it was kind of neither. It was an interesting dream for sure, but it wasn't like particularly stressful and it wasn't particularly pleasant. Like kind of just it kind of just was. Would you go back? But I don't remember eating the food. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't remember eating it. Astral dreaming it. No, the furry wasn't pole dancing. I was pole dancing for the furry. Cause he was just like laying on the floor, the mattress or whatever, next to the pole. And so like I just decided to start pole dancing for him. Yeah, no, I don't have anything against furries at all. I I I've, I have a few furry friends, but I haven't really delved into their culture all that much. It's one of the things I want to do. I've actually talked with, a couple people about, like, doing it for, I wanna explore cultures in VR chat and like document it as I go. I think that would be a lot of fun. And so furries are, one of the cultures I want to explore. So Astral needs to drink more and sleep better because I think she's going. I'm not going insane. What the heck? Astral pole dancing in a sex dungeon for a shy furry, and she denies being a. I'm not a degenerate. I mean, okay, I could. I'm. I don't think I'm a degenerate. Not a huge one, but like I could very easily go down that path. Like I'm way too open about a lot of things. And like when you're open about things, you're more willing to like try stuff. Wants to pole dance for furries while eating fish and chips. I mean, if I had any sort of pole dancing skill, like, sure, sure. And people think you are weird, Scuba. Don't try to deny that. Just because I'm weird doesn't mean you're not. Hello, corn. Yeah, I'd totally be up for exploring Italian culture. Are you Italian, corn? I actually have a couple Italian friends too, but I haven't really explored I haven't explored any of the nationality cultures in VR chat. Like, there's like, the Italian communities, the Russian communities, the South American communities. It seems like a lot of I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen a lot of South American communities kind of just like clump themselves together. I don't know how common that is with other places. Astral pole dancing things. Okay, someday maybe I'll pole dance for you guys. Maybe I'll like learn how to. I don't have a pole in my house though, so I'd have to pretend. Astral wishes she has something against a fur. Oh my god, Rain. Jeez. You'll have to introduce. Yeah, no, I wanna see more of the DJ culture too. I enjoy going to like clubs and stuff. And I've met a few DJs that I've, um gotten to talk to and be friendly with. But yeah, I've never really gone like behind the scenes all that much. Ooh, I wonder if I could do it with Zeta sometime. That'd be fun. Even crickets have a. Wait, do crickets have fur? I call next to watch you dark. Crickets for some. Okay, so that's actually one of the things, like, with like diving into these cultures, I don't want it to just be like, a surface level, like, oh yeah, look, this is what they do. Like, I want to really delve into it. I want it to be like, um Anthony Bourdain going to places and eating the food sort of stuff. Like, I want to really delve in and like experience it, because there's so many there's so many videos of people like proximity chat who, like, they kind of just show the worst of VR chat, or they just, you know bash communities as a whole or something. And like, I think that's really sad. There's so many cool people in VR chat and so many cool communities. And VR chat has like developed so much of its own culture. Like, the fact that we have VR specific ASL, like, it's based on regular, um like, we have different nationalities for the sign language too. I'm just saying ASL as an example. Like, obviously it's based on ASL, but the deaf and hard of hearing community has worked to like adjust things so it's easier to do in VR. And I think just that is so cool, that this is a big enough place. People care enough about existing here. People see themselves as, quote unquote, citizens of VR chat to an extent, that they develop specific cultures for it. It's just really cool. What do you call someone who isn't a furry but attracted to furries? Furryception. You dork. Hi, Michael. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What are you up to today? Stella, why are you taking so many notes? Are you... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna betray all my secrets that I'm telling openly to chat. You're not a degenerate, you're explorative with your carnal passions. I think that's a degenerate. But yeah, no, like, the thing is, I've always kind of been interested in that side of stuff too. Like, kinks and fetishes, like, whether you fully understand them or whether you're actually interested in specific ones, they are incredibly interesting as an overall topic. Need amazing core strength to pole dance, right? Like there's plenty of people who get into it for the exercise side of it. Know a few people on Twitch that have poles. Yeah, I've seen a few streamers who have the poles, like I think pretty sure Blue Haze had one, if she doesn't still. And then yeah, I've seen some others over time with them. Be friendly with DJs. Sus. Shush you. Heard pole dancing is really physically demanding. It is. It's incredibly physically demanding, especially if you're gonna do that stuff for I can't. I don't know how to explain it. Like you grab the pole and then you like have your have your legs up like that. That as soon as I started doing that, I realized what a bad idea that was. But you know what I mean, right? Like you're holding yourself on the pole and you just have your legs like up there. Have a good okay, bye curator. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Yeah, core and arm strength. And like there's some things too where like I've seen people, maybe this is more in like the artsy side of it, or like more the rings as opposed to the pole. But like I've seen people like wrap their legs around it and like support the rest of their body that way. So like the pole is here and they're just like holding it with just their legs, and like, oh my god, that is wild. Like I'm sure some of these people who do pole dancing, like they could beat anyone up they want to. They do not need to be afraid of anyone. Bye Corn, thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you. I hope we see you again sometime. Oh, hi Lilia. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Astral is to degeneracy what you are to Smash Bros. Way more into it than the casuals, but if we surround ourselves with pro players, we don't look as obsessed by comparison. Okay, Rain, that is actually that's actually a really good analogy. I feel like that's kind of spot on. Like, you know, you put me next to like a huge amount of VR chat players and I'm gonna look downright wholesome, but you put literally like any trusted VR chat user next to a quote-unquote normie out in the wild who doesn't play VR chat, and we all look like degenerates. Historical reference manual? Michael, you're too scared to play VR chat? You're just having a mini pain. Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. Like, just, social anxiety stuff? Like, try connecting in some Discord groups first. Like, a lot of VR chat social groups have Discord communities where there's a lot of people socializing as well. And if you do that first, it might be easier for you to hop into some of the social events that they have. You won't feel quite as out of place because you'll recognize some of the people. But yeah, that's kind of how I got started with the Trans Academy. Like I started interacting with people on the Discord, and then I was finally like, okay, I'm gonna try going to one of the social events, and then I started making friends. It was such a good song, you guys. Michael, you've seen someone stand sideways on a pole with their feet in special. Yeah, no, seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of the things these people can do, it's wild. Yuri, you still don't understand how kinks even come to be. So we can talk about that. We can talk about that for a sec. Like, don't quote me on this because this isn't like proper science. I haven't done like genuine research and stuff. But like, my understanding is, a kink or a fetish can develop in a wide variety of ways. Like it could be something where, you just you never got over having like just an oral fixation in general, so maybe you like to do stuff with your mouth sexually as well. Like, just kind of a basic translation from one thing you already have to another arena. But it could also be something where, you had a transformative experience and it kind of just stuck with you. Like, okay, so this is something that a lot of trans people don't really like to address. But like, and obviously not everyone is the same, but there's a lot of times where sexual desires get confused with like transition goals and stuff, and sometimes they end up becoming kind of the same thing for us. A lot of us start discovering ourselves during puberty, and having those like hormones flooding, and all this different change. It's a very like crazy time. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, corn. And so something like, a trans girl who tries on some girl clothes for the first time during this like puberty scenario, this puberty era. Like maybe the first thing they try on is some tights, and then that kind of euphoric feeling can lead to them having a lasting interest in it, and it could what's the word I'm like, it could carry over to the bedroom, to where they have like, they have an intense desire to have a partner wearing tights in bed, something like that. That's a very unscientific explanation, but kind of just a very basic real world, how might this go. Okay, let me get my drink so I'm not just yapping at you armless. Yuri, so real. You wanted to join the movie night so bad, but couldn't bring yourself to do it. Aww. Should never be afraid to, Yuri. Like I think most communities, certainly me and, the community here, like, it's always totally fine if you want to just show up to places and vibe off of to the side. There's a huge amount of socially anxious people in VR chat, so odds are at least someone is gonna understand what you're feeling in those scenarios. There's a whole pole dancers of VR chat. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Like, if I had a pole to work with, I'd probably give those lessons a look-see. But that might also be something fun to explore for this like little VR chat travel show I want to do anyway, even if I can't actively participate in doing the pole dancing. Is that something that you're interested in, Stella? Are you interested in pole dancing and stuff, or do you just happen to know? You know a lovely fox that is an awesome pole dance teacher? Do I know them? Do I know them, Tequila? Float, you're upset for pride items, and no matter what you try, you only get clothing, not a single other item. What other sort of item would you like, Float? Like keychains or lanyards or something? Rain, you want to learn how to pole dance so you can do the Neo move? I mean, you don't need to learn to pole dance. You could do that without the pole dancing. I think you just want to learn how to pole dance. It's actually a great idea, especially with the RPVR. Yeah, seriously. It helped me a lot, Michael. Got a hug and licking fetish? Really? A hug fetish? Like, I don't think I've ever thought about a hugging fetish. That's interesting. Hi, Mayo. How are you? It's good to see you. Stella, that realm of topic is also an expansion of curiosity and playfulness we've always had within us. Just, yeah. Like, you know, like if you were a kid who liked to play make-believe and various role-play activities, you might end up enjoying role-play activities in the bedroom. Like, it's not always like super deep and complex. Sometimes it is, sure, but sometimes it's just as simple as us liking the same things in the bedroom that we like in our everyday life. It is very fun to delve into it and kind of think how some of those kinks and fetishes might have developed for us. Like, how open do I want to be with you guys? I'll think about it for a minute. I'll think about it for a minute while I catch up on chat. Rain, you think a lot of kinks can come from exposure in a way? Like if you know someone who's way into something and you see how happy it makes them, that can subconsciously make you want to try to see if you can reach that same feeling. I think you're onto something there, but I think that's only relevant for like a particular type of person. Like there's a certain amount of empathy, there's something besides empathy and sympathy, but a certain amount of that sort of understanding where someone who isn't very empathetic isn't necessarily gonna have that sort of line of thinking that leads to their fetishes, Might not be into it yourself, but you're into how it makes them feel. And there's also like, some people are just intense people pleasers. Like, someone else enjoying themselves in the bed. Like if their partner is enjoying themselves, then they're gonna be enjoying themselves, and they might not have like as many of their own personal kinks. They just get the pleasure because their partner is having it. It's like empathetic. Okay, why'd the music stop? Come on, music. Oh, it's trying to play an ad. Come on. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. I clicked another playlist. Let's go back. We might get some... we might get some of the same songs. If it starts playing like too many repeat songs, then ooh, actually we might have been pretty close to the end of the playlist, so maybe we should change. Let's ooh, no, we want to do this one. We want to do this one. There we go. Oh, Stella, you... Oh, that's right, Stella. I think I remember talking to you a little bit about Monstrum, because, we both know Shio. If I'm remembering correctly. I might be misremembering. Yeah, you promote a lot of communities, though, and do a lot of dance events. Yeah, I wanna practice dancing more. Shio's been teaching me dancing a little bit here and there, and that's kind of why I've been practicing. Like, for those of you who have been watching pretty regularly, you've seen me doing like the rotation hip wiggle thing a lot. Like, that's one of the things I've been trying to practice more. Scuba, can totally see you doing that. David Attenborough voice. Now here we see the degenerate mere-dwelling e-boy, waiting for that e-girl kittens to arrive. That would be a lot of fun. I'm sure it's been done, but yeah, it'd be fun. Hug fetish? Like, do you actually... No, like, I mean, there's no reason why there wouldn't be a hug fetish, right? Like, there's probably a fetish for pretty much everything. Say the thing. Okay, we can talk about it as open as you want. I mean, I'm very open with you guys in general. My main my main my main qualms is because I still don't have this as like a specifically adult only stream, which like I don't know. We've been talking about all this stuff anyway, but you're asexual, so your main fetish with actual people is just whispering sweet nothings and gushing over people. I mean, I've never thought about it, but I wonder if, like, I would imagine there's a sort of like romance fetishes versus sexual fetishes, you know? Like, fetishes are by definition sexual, if I recall. But I suppose you could have like a sort of equivalent for it. How would you differentiate between someone being attracted to you or fetishize you, or you have to fall into their kink? That can be hard to navigate. I keep going back to trans people because, you know, being trans, I have more experience with that compared to other stuff. But like, you know, people fetishize trans people. I don't know if trans guys get fetishized to the same degree as trans girls, but I'm sure there's at least a level of it for them as well. And there's, you know, totally people I've known plenty of trans girls who have had a relationship that they had to get out of because it turned out that the guy, or, you know, it can be a girl too, but I think it was most often a guy, would just have a fetish for trans girls, or, you know, anything similar aesthetically. Like, you know, they'd also probably be into femboys as well and stuff like that. And so it can end up hurting people when either side has trouble differentiating, like, genuine romantic attraction versus, you know, someone who just is just in it for the for the sexuality. Shaishio is, yeah, no, she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. She's given me a couple lap dances just because she enjoys dancing, and she's like, I want to dance for you, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue. Oh wow, tequila really? Belly button Lynn? That's not one I've ever heard. I get having a belly fetish though. Like, bellies are really cute. I do like bellies. Your dad thought you were crazy until you sold sold a button for $700. Oh, a button fetish. Okay, okay. Wow, that is... So there's like enough people with button fetishes that there's a market for that stuff? That's interesting. I never thought about buttons as a fetish. Super, you honestly don't have any questions, to be honest? You have lots of friends like this? All you need to know is who they are as a whole. You're astral, you'll always be astral. Circumstances don't matter because if I accept you, then I accept them, period. Yeah, totally. Like, I have encountered some chasers in my life. Chasers being, for those of you who don't know, in this case referring to trans chasers, where there'll be people who specifically chase after trans people for, you know, relationships, whether romantic, sexual, or both. But it can apply to any variety of things, like, you know, the common term, and this is, you know, typically seen as derogatory, I think, towards overweight people. But a lot of you are probably familiar with the term chubby chaser. And, you know, that'll be someone who specifically goes after heavier, overweight people. And so it's not an issue unique to trans people. It can affect pretty much anyone. Like, any sort of physical trait you can think of, there's probably chasers for it. Belly dancing is, oh my gosh, yeah, belly dancing is so, it's so, the word that comes to mind is beautiful, but I was trying to think of another word. But I guess beautiful works. I don't know if I'm feeling this. I think this is too cozy. What music should we change to? We'll go with my goth and goth accessories playlist. This is what I was listening to earlier, so... Like, earlier today, like, I was listening to this at work, so... Yeah, I think this is the one. I think this is the one we're doing. Right, where was I? Still have a few years to catch up with this over. Oh, and I'm honestly playing catch up with a lot of this stuff because I was so reserved for the majority of my life. It's been hard to open up more, and I still have a hard time openly doing things. I want to explore more of this sort of stuff in VR chat and IRL, but the way they, yeah, no, and that's where I take a lot of inspiration for my own hip wiggles. Goji is the way they move their hips, like, you know, like I kind of go like that. And I remember one time I was watching, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like doing belly dance lessons, and they talked about how you're like supposed to like rotate your, it's not really translating very well through VR, but you kind of like do your leg in a figure eight, and that that kind of lends the motion to the hip wiggles. But yeah, there's belly dance classes in VR chat as well. So, like, any of you who are interested, coming soon, astral belly dancing. I mean, maybe like that could be once again another like thing we can explore in VR chat. VR chat has so many different people and so many different communities. It's crazy that so much focus just gets put on, like, some of the bad bits of VR chat, because we have so much more in this universe to offer. But yeah, I would love to learn more belly dancing. That'd be a lot of fun. Porcupine eggs? Interesting. I didn't even know porcupines laid eggs. I thought they were like, do they really lay eggs? Sexuality can also absolutely change. Oh yeah, totally. Like someone can be into, like, bondage and then grow out of it, or they can be go through a period of time where they're like attracted to guys, and then they decide that, they're also attracted to girls. Like, sexuality, can always change. Doesn't mean it's likely to, but it can. Gone through a major awakening in that regard. No, okay, so Rain, it's funny you mention like transitioning as being related to like changing sexuality, because one of the big reasons I ended up deciding that I was pansexual was because I spent so long trying to decide, like, so would it make me gay being a trans girl who hasn't transitioned liking another girl? And like, little Astral was like doing all sorts of mental gymnastics trying to understand like how this works and like get some of these definitions straight for myself. And then I eventually, like, thinking through all this stuff, I realized I just didn't care. Like, someone's gender didn't matter to me, so it didn't matter like what that label was for me or anything, but it got me thinking about it, is the thing. High energy belly dancing looks, oh yeah, like when they do like the crazy I can't do it, but they do the crazy shakes, and they'll have like the little jinglies on them that make the pretty noises. It's awesome. Belly dancing is so impressive. I actually had a coworker. She was from the Philippines, and we worked together for a long time. She was like my work mom for a period of time. She would bring me food to eat and stuff, and like I was basically the golden child. Like, other people would be afraid of her because she would call people out on stuff, but like I could do no wrong. I was I was definitely the favorite. Oh, what is going on with my tracking? But yeah, anyway, she did belly dancing, and I got to see, I never saw it like in person, but I saw it in, like, let's move over here. Bit of a better background. We'll stand for a while. I saw videos of it, and she was pretty good. Don't know if it's a fetish, but in a sexual context, you don't really enjoy the act, but rather you get enjoyment from the other. Yeah, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier, Float. Like, some people are just very focused on others and like seeing other people happy. And there's totally nothing wrong with that. I think it's quite beautiful, honestly. Can't decide how I want this. We can just leave it mostly straight, I suppose. Thank you for the hydrate, Ghost. Guess you can say I like the enjoyment. Yeah, yeah. And it's like I love listening to somebody rant about a topic they're passionate about. I think that's a lot of fun. Hello, Claire. Hello. I'll give you a hug in a second. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to your message. Let me give you a hug for joining and then a chat hug. How are you doing, Claire? I get so wrapped up in yapping that I get behind in chat, so I'm sorry. I do love chat hugs, though. You guys deserve all the love. Oh my gosh. Embarrassing. Can't get my tracking under control, you guys. This opening, like, bass line is just so great in this song. I love it. Thanks for a nice yap, Cricket. Sorry I haven't been more active. Heading out soon. Okay, fan, if you're still here, thanks for hanging out. And you guys never have to be active. It is totally fine. You all know I love it when you're yapping with me in chat because I love talking with you guys, but I love you lurkers just as much. I love having you guys here. If I can give you a little bit of enjoyment for your day, that's all that matters to me. Goji, you still have yet to explore such things? There's no rush. There's no rush. Another hydrate, thank you, Ghost. Michael, I remember the first time I got interested in VR chat. I saw sort of a femboy furry showing off him mastering his hip sway, and I was like, I need to know more about... Okay, I'm going to tell you guys about what it was for me, because kind of similar. How you're likely to... I was behind, Ghost. Welcome back, Mauro. How was the gym? Alright, so, like, okay, not the first time I encountered VR chat, but I think it was kind of the first time I really encountered it on Twitch. I was watching a streamer. I don't think he's active anymore, and he might not even be a he anymore. At the time, he was a he. What was his name? Whoops. His name was Whoops. And he was pretty popular, I think, at the time. And he was in a kitsune girl avatar. This was back in, 2017 or something. And, I was just... It didn't, it kind of just, hit me. Oh my gosh, this guy is, in a girl avatar, and, people are just fine with it. And I was like, okay, I need to get in this game. I need to get, a girl body for myself. And so that was kind of, I don't know if he was a femboy, if he was an eventual trans girl, I don't know. I do kind of wonder what happened to them. Oh, the outfits? Yeah. Yeah, the belly dancing outfits are really cute. Thank you for another hydrate, Ghost. You love to rant, you think via rant. Thought better about elaborating on family. Oh, okay, 2 hydrates. If I'm truly honest, I forget people's gender as I'm largely gender blind. For me, there's little to no difference. People are just people. I tend not to mention it because people get upset about it. I do respect people's identity and will treat them how they personally want to be treated. But it's not because that what they want, not because that's what they want, not because social norms demand it. It's probably an autistic thing to forget all about social norms. So it's funny you mentioned the autistic part of it, because there is a disproportionate amount of trans people who are also autistic. And one of the theories behind that, and again, some of you may have done more research on this than I have, but one of the theories behind why that is because autistic people are less likely in general to conform to social norms. And, the whole trans experience is breaking social norms. So that may be one of the reasons why that overlap exists. But yeah, no, especially being in a place like VR chat where there's so many femboys, there's so many trans people, there's so many cis people wearing avatars of the other gender, and just, cis guys exploring femininity, and cis women exploring masculinity. Like, there's so much blurring of gender norms in VR chat, and I love it. But it does make it so that, gender means a lot less to people. It's just another thing, or it means a lot to you. It means a lot less to you when you're interacting with someone. It's just another fact about someone. Can't believe you got Astral to actually think for. I don't know, like, isn't there a mammal that does lay eggs, like a platypus or something? I don't know. Am I just stupid? Hello, Bread, who said turn down the music. I can't tell if I'm gonna. What the heck? You dork. What are you talking about, Bread? Hello, how are you? Yeah, I know what happened with you, Rain. Thank you for another hydrate, Ghost. Made almost $3,000 before people started to realize what they bought. What did they buy? What is this porcupine egg? I'm lost. I don't know what I'm missing. Sad times, I'm out of hydrates. Oh, darn. You even gave instructions on how to make them grow. What were the instructions? Hi, Chome. It's good to see you. How are you doing? But that's another thing with VR chat, though, and it kind of goes along with like all the sexuality talk that we've been going on. Like, this is such an amazing place to find yourself, whether it's identity, whether it's sexual exploration, whether it's finding your community. Like, there's so many good things that can come out of this game that get overshadowed by, the admittedly important bad things that do go on in this game. Like, you know, as in any community, there's always bad stuff that happens. But I think we do ourselves all a disservice by, losing sight of all the wonderful things that happen in this game. And honestly, like, people will point to all the ERP and lewd groups and stuff and say that that's a bad part of VR chat. I disagree very much. Like, not to say all those communities are good. Like, there's definitely some skeezy communities out there, sure. But I think it's great that we have sex-positive places where people can explore those things about themselves. That's not to say everyone, treats it responsibly. Some people definitely do not. But there's some very well-meaning group owners who just want to give people a fun place to let off some steam, meet people, be able to enjoy, say a lap dance, for instance, without having to feel like shamed for it, because why should they? The lap dancers are enjoying dancing, and the guests are enjoying having the dance. Totally nothing wrong with that. You'll get a laugh out of it later. It's like, okay, Tequila. Thank you for the hydrate, Derpy. Scuba, without VR chat, wouldn't have Athena and an amazing family. Aww. I think that's how a lot of people are. Like, it's easy for, we're biased. We're biased, of course, because we're all here on a VR chat Twitch stream, so we're all a little more into the community than, the average person. But, I think all of us, have found some sort of meaning or belonging in VR chat, whether it's watching the streams or whether it's, finding a group that we feel really gets us. You would have approximately $6 less. You were taking a bath, the water was cool. Ooh, I bet that felt nice after, getting all hot and sweaty from the gym. Gym was good. I'm glad. I'm so happy you've been able to go so consistently, Maro. Ooh, playing Pokemon TCG Live? Nice, Chome. How are you doing? Are you winning? You grew up role-playing on chat rooms, so the worst of VR chat is just normal. That's fair. A lot of, pretty much entirely the worst of VR chat already existed in the internet. Now they just have a, digitally physical body to do things with. Hi, Peanut. How are you? It's good to see you. How are you doing? We're just kind of yapping. This has been a big yap stream. I was originally gonna explore, but I wanted to just chill out and talk about stuff with you guys. I think we should probably break away though. I think we're 40, almost 45 minutes over time, and I'm getting a little hungry. Oh, you're going to bed too? Yeah, okay. It seems like a few people are going to sleep now. We're starting to lose some people. Good night, Flo. Thanks for hanging out. You fun. I feel like Aw. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you were here. Guess what? Yeah. Always good to see you and hear your lovely voice. Aw, it's always good to see you, Peanut. You're not fazed by anything and yeah, seriously. And honestly, I think like there is some stuff that it's not great if we get like too jaded by it. Like I think we like some of the I don't know how much I can like properly say on Twitch. Some of the predatory behavior that happens online in general, but here included. Like stuff like that. We should never get to a point where we're not fazed by it. But things like, I don't think we should be particularly fazed by hearing that someone was ERPing. Like, who cares? Who cares if someone was ERPing? They were enjoying themselves. Very fun, insightful. Yeah, no, we haven't had a good Yap stream like this for a while. Like, don't get me wrong, we always yap, but this was definitely more Yap-centric than we've done in a while. Glad you didn't grow up with VR chat. Oh, yeah, you might have gotten yourself into more trouble, Michael. You're not the one with the... Oh, did you have a recommendation, Super? I don't know who we're gonna raid. I need to look to see who we've got. Let's see here. I need to pee again, you guys. Oh, we could raid Nova again. We just raided her yesterday, though, so maybe we see if we've got someone else that we can do first. Also, how many people do we have? What the heck is that? Oh, it's Dead by Daylight. How many people do we have here? 22? That's not too bad. We can do something with 22 people. Maybe we just raid Jen. Hey, you know what? Let's raid Jen. She will repay the raid that she gave us yesterday. Or Sunday? Sunday. That's what it was. We'll repay the raid that she gave us. Actually, does anybody know about EpiPup and VR Witchy? Because I see both of them in my recommendations. To sin. Stream over. We're getting there, Mauro. We're getting there. We're looking for someone to raid. Of course, Michael, of course. Is the water sounds too... No, the water sounds is not too much. A while ago you mentioned... Yeah, no, we were talking about femboys a little bit. You just go to clubs most... I want to go to clubs more, Peanut. I do like to dance as well. There's something special about the clubs where you can like just lose yourself in the music and like let it... You kind of just let the music smother you and you can let loose, dance, and not care what's going on. Not enough people dance in clubs, though. Like, any given club I go into, odds are most of the people aren't going to be dancing, and I think that's really sad, but, you know, as long as they're enjoying the stream, or the, From a quick glance, they seem like a good raid target. Okay, let me... Oh, whoops. Okay, it sounds like EP Pup might be wrapping up. Derpy, if you think VR Witchy is a good target, you wanna start the raid for them? She is not a chatter. Yeah, I think we need to... It's probably better that I send you guys to someone who likes to yap a bit. Good music. I mean, we definitely have a lot of wiggle streamer friends. I think we'll go with Witchy. I'll trust Derpy's judgment on that one. So, Derpy, you wanna get that raid going, and then we'll start doing our send off. We'll leave it off on Depeche Mode. Did I ever tell you guys? First time, Dram didn't know about Depeche Mode before we were dating, and when she first saw their name on the radio, she called them Depeche Mode, and I thought that was so cute. So I still call them. Just watched her for... Oh, do you think maybe I should go check her then? If you're unsure, Derpy. Yeah, I think I've seen VR Witchy around, but I don't know anything about her. We'll make a new friend. She's fishing. You guys like fishing, right? I have been enjoying Nova's streams a lot too, though. She's got a very fun vibe. Uh-oh. I guess it's good we're getting off because my stuff is dying. You don't like fishing? Oh, what the heck, Mauro? Why don't you like fishing? Ninny is on too. I think we'll go with Witchy. Yeah, Tequila, I did consider Jen. I was gonna do Jen, but then, I don't know. I saw a couple other people with less viewers, so we'll go with VR Witchy, and if you guys aren't into her, then, you know, you can pop over to Jen right after. Alright, so we'll go ahead and leave things off here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for yapping with me. I appreciate you all so much. Go eat some good food. Drink lots of water. Be good to yourselves and each other. Mwah. I love you all very, very much. Go ahead and trigger the raid early if you can. Oh, did we go? I have no idea if we